So now we have come to the part where we talk about gigawatts. Here's what you need to understand. End-use power delivered in gigawatt equivalents. First, what's a gigawatt? A gigawatt is 1,000 megawatts. A megawatt is 1,000 kilowatts. A kilowatt is 1,000 watts. So a gigawatt is 1 billion watts. What's a watt? A watt is a unit of power. Here's an LED light bulb. It's 10 watts. So it's a really nice energy saver, and if you haven't already done so, you should replace all your lights with something like this. It's 10 watts whether or not it's on or off. The watts is the power. Power and energy are different. If you want to calculate the energy, you have to say, how long is this light bulb going to be on for? If it's on for 1 hour, then it's 10 watts times 1 hour, or 10 watt hours. What if you want to keep it on all year? Well, a year has 24 hours, 365 days, or 8,760 hours. So keep it on all year, it's 10 times 8,760, or 87,600 watt hours in that year. But it's still a 10-watt bulb. It's always 10 watts. Now it's the same way with a power plant. A 1 gigawatt power plant is 1 gigawatt whether it's on or off. Now, if you run this 1 gigawatt power plant at 100% all year, that's 1 gigawatt times 8,760 hours per year. So it's 8,760 gigawatt hours. But you know what? It's a pain to say 8,760 gigawatt hours, so people said, hey, why don't we just call that a gigawatt year? A gigawatt year is shorthand for the energy produced by a 1 gigawatt power plant running non-stop for 1 year. Of course, no power plant runs non-stop all year. They stop for breakdowns, for scheduled maintenance, for changes in demand. And there are other variables that come into play depending on the type of energy. If you're a solar power plant, you run when the sun shines, you slow down when it's cloudy, and you're off at night. If you're wind power, you run when it's windy and stop when it's calm. With all these variables, how are people supposed to calculate the time a power plant runs? The way people deal with this is to say, we're going to call the max output of a power plant the nameplate capacity. And then we're going to figure out over the course of a year, on average, how much of the time that plant will actually run. We'll call that the capacity factor. So actually, it's really easy to calculate the end-use power delivered for any given power plant. You simply multiply the nameplate capacity by the capacity factor.